This is the image I painted for this particular case. Prior to me actually putting my pens on it, because I did debate whether to put my pens on it at all, because I liked it. It was very simple, but also demonstrates a little bit of what I was trying to capture, where you've got essentially like an 8-pointed star behind, which also reminds me of the background of the flag of the UK, the Union Jack, and this sort of part of a face, but the rest obscured at the bottom, with all this sort of smokiness behind it. And what I was trying to capture here was this idea of the wilderness from the Bible. Lots of characters we hear, they go into the wilderness and they're for 40 days or different periods, but essentially a place where it evokes being cut off from your friends, family, from nourishment, from reward, and possibly even from hope. So it's almost like this idea of having to go to rock bottom in a sense, to come back to yourself, to come back to spirit, to come back to God. I was kind of thinking about why that was necessary, or why that happened, why it would be helpful for somebody to be confused, lost, and alone. So this is the image after I put my pens on it, and I still like it. It's just a little bit more lively. We've got midbar, araba, chorba, similar words from the Hebrew version of the Bible, referring to land that sort of lies to waste. In Greek, it's something like eremos. So although this image is still the wilderness, I think the original one captures the wilderness more, but this one might give more insight into the wilderness in a sense. So there's still that lower part of the face, but there's sort of like shadows beneath. So there's a sense that you're alone, but there is something else within that space. And so there's this sort of, it looks like a face here made up of lots of different parts. Somebody who's kind of looking down. And I guess that's sort of your inner connection with God. It looks to me at the bottom here, somebody smoking a pipe, but it's actually not a person. It looks quite animalistic. So could this connotate some sort of ritual and or ingestion of some sort of substance to help you connect to that spirit? There's some more sort of pictogram symbols, bits and bobs here. Don't really know what any of it means, but it kind of looks nice. And it's quite faint, but the top part, so the pillar of the 8-pointed star, is actually a person here. The light's not great, it's actually more purple than it looks in this. This looks like she's smoking a pipe, but it's actually squiggles in the image.